Thomas told Hope that the first time that she said she loved him was when she was rejecting him. I said, you know what? You may catch on slow, but you caught on at least. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess. This is for the Bold and Beautiful, March 27, 2024. Okay, so look here. He did it. He actually left Hope. He actually ended things. I said, look, I bet in her mind she's either like, this is all Steffi's fault. Because they do say they're supposed to have a whole confrontation. They're supposed to escalate. So we'll see, I think on Friday's episode, yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday. I think it's on Friday's episode. But another thing is I gave him a chance finally, and this is what he gonna do. Look, I could look at it from both ways. I could look at it as, oh, about time he leave her alone, because obviously she's never gonna truly feel that way for him. And he was saying that too. And I said, but you acting like, then they keep bringing up the doggone ring and the necklace. And she was like, you're the one who told me. Her problem was she kept on wearing it every day, kept holding it. She was confusing me. She was making me think that she was going to say yes. But in regards to Douglas, I thought she was going to put up more of a fight. But they said that they're supposed to have a difficult conversation on tomorrow's episode with Douglas. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I said, man, okay, let me start from the top. So Hope, the whole episode, might as well start there. The whole episode, she trying to convince him not to listen to Steffi. Steffi trying to get in your head. I said, and he was like, Steffi's not some type of puppet master and all that. I said, technically she is, because you wasn't thinking this at first. Now you was saying, am I a fool? Have I been a fool? And all that. I said, yes, you have. Yes, you have been a fool. But at the same time, what did you expect? This whole thing is crazy. Why they end them like this? Look, I expected it to last a little longer. Now, I knew eventually it would have ended, but I wanted him to be the one, like I said yesterday. I wanted him to be the one to end things because he has, like he said, he has loved her for a very long time. I said, they going to wait. If they still going with the whole Thomas crazy thing, they going to wait. He going to leave town. He going to come back. Either he going to, or I would like to see him come back and he married to somebody else or involved with somebody else. I would love to see that. If they stick to the same old, I would say that he gonna come back and he gonna be obsessed with her again. He gonna be trying to convince her to give him another chance, and she gonna be over him. She gonna be over him. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Thomas asked Hope if she trying to stick it to her mom, her ex, or even Steffi. He asking her, what was it? He was like, what is it? And I said, she keeps saying the same thing. What did I say yesterday, y'all? I said she ain't helping herself, and she still wasn't helping herself. He asked her, let me see, I know I wrote it down. Thomas wanted to know if Hope would ever love him, how he loves her. And I was like, say it. Say, of course, say something. Now, she did tell him when they first started out, she was like, she don't know if she would ever love him the way he loves. She did. She was honest about that. But like I always said, you have a right to decide at any point, this is no longer for me. And that's what he did. I mean, with the help of Steffi, of course, but you know. But yeah, I was like, she don't never help her case. And even in her answer or her silence reveals the truth. And I be waiting on him to call her on that. Today, he did, basically. He did. But he was asking her if she's ever gonna love him, how he loves her. She could have said, yes, of course I will, or something. I'm falling in love with you, just like yesterday. What was yesterday? She was saying how she loved that she's the only woman for him. And I was thinking, I was like, she finna get ready to say he's the only man for her. She did not say that. And on today's episode, she did not answer his question. Well, she did. Sometimes the answer is in the silence, y'all. The no answer is an answer. So he asking her, will she ever love him how he loves her? She's stalling, talking about, you love me this and you this and that, and I have loved the time. You ain't answering the question. I said he already know the answer to that though. He know because she didn't answer the question. He also know because she told him starting this out that she didn't know if she would ever love him that way. But he told her, he was like, the first time you ever told me you love me was when you was rejecting me or whatever. And I was like, what he talking about? I was like, okay, he talking about the proposal. When she was, she finally said out loud, because, you know, we've been talking about that. I've been studying saying, like, I haven't heard her say it. She'll say things like, I love that about Thomas. Oh, I love that about you. I love that I'm the only woman for you and all that. Then on today's episode, he told her, maybe there's a woman out there for me. The look on her face. And I was like, yeah, I thought she about to say, you said I was the only one. Well, she did say how he just proposed. And he was like, you turned me down and everything. And Stephanie Brooks, why? Stephanie brought up a good point. I think that was yesterday's episode, though. She was like, ironically, you the one, you don't want them together anyway. But she told her, you think that Thomas isn't good enough or whatever, but it's really Hope. And I said, ain't none of y'all good enough. Ain't none of, look, because what's crazy is Brooke just stood, Regis was just standing there, and I was like, okay, defend your destiny. Now, your son, I understand that part. She's attacking your, ain't they engaged? Is they engaged? Because they supposed to get married, but they ain't went back to that storyline. But she's attacking your woman, talking about Logan's this and Logan's that. But he gonna tell her, when Brooke spoke up, he gonna tell her, ease up a bit. What? I said, nah, I get it because she's right. But at the same time, like, how can you judge? None of y'all can judge anybody because all y'all done slept with the family member or the one you was with or got kids by. So all y'all sick. But yeah, I was waiting. I said, Brooke, defend yourself. She was trying to defend Hope and stuff. I said, she keep talking about Logan's this and Logan that. Tell her about how she slept with Bill. I was like, say something. Then Ridge over here, you just gonna stand there and let her talk to me like that. I said, say something. Put it back on her or something. But yeah, she was like, let them decide for themselves. I said, you don't even want them together either. I said, none of y'all did. And I feel like this whole situation proves that. Do y'all feel like, are y'all glad that Thomas and Hope over with? Do y'all think they would ever get back together? How do y'all feel about this? I know some people mad. They was like, why y'all put them together just to break them up? And some people saying how Stephanie needs to mind her own business and everything. And I was like, look, you can look at it from both ways. It's about time he's the one who walked away from her. But at the same time, it's like, she told you no. Now, she been told you she wasn't ready. You said she told you she wasn't ready when you took the ring around her neck. She messed up because she decided to wear it every day. Every day she got that ring on. So I understand he probably thinking, yeah, we getting close or whatever. And Ridge urged him up too to my son. He basically was telling him to put pressure on her. So I said it's a lot of fault to go around, but they let y'all know when people speak their truth, y'all better believe them. Believe them when they tell you what it is. Now she told him she didn't think she would ever love him how he loves her. Two, she told him she wasn't ready. He ignored both of that, and then he spoke on the ring, and I was like, you told her, and she brought that up. But he's right, she was wearing it every day. But yeah, Brooke and Steph is just going back and forth about Logan's this and Forrester's this and you this and she's just like you and all this other stuff. But to finish up with Hope, she was crying and stuff. Just study. I guess she really thought. I said, look, he done made his mind up. She kept trying, and I was like, maybe she'll get through to him. Now I had already read the spoilers, but you never know with spoilers. Sometimes they don't be true. But she cried. I said, save your tears. I said, you're not getting through to him. Then he tell her he taking Douglas, and she's like, Douglas. She's like, no, I love you and all the other stuff. Then he also told her he can't work for. I said, nah, don't get crazy. I said, that's your job, sir. I said, that is your job. But I get it because I thought about it. I was like, don't they be doing Hope for the Future together and doing all these meetings together and everything? But that's still his job. So I'm like, okay, here we go. But he ended up telling her goodbye and walked out, and she just crying. And they said, I think on tomorrow's episode, her and Tom are supposed to talk to Douglas and have a difficult conversation. Then on Friday's episode, her and Steffi finna get into it, and it's supposed to escalate. But that's it, y'all. We ain't even talk too much about Stephanie and Brooke and Ridge now because they arguing on these folks' relationship. And I was like, y'all getting too involved. I said, that's how things get out of hand or get chaotic because these folks over here getting involved. I understand. They say, how do you expect? Brooke keeps saying it's none of her business, stay out of it. But you been involved this whole time. All y'all been involved. But I get it. But that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day and be safe.